aggressive start there for Navi, but now Synthé will strike for Imperial Titans. Looks like he sends in a Hog Rider, a couple of Barbarians, and a Flameflinger for the right side of the base. They're just testing the area for traps, making sure there's no Teslas, maybe triggering some giant bombs, maybe making sure the ground scale is there that he can quickly deal with while he has a way to concentrate in that area. But while it continues to collapse its way forward, he will go ahead and let that scaly donut unleash in the core of the base there and take down the Monolith and the CC, and he claims both of them flawlessly. But now, set up a 34 Hog Rider attack. He needs to get the heroes in to go secure the town hall. We don't like to push Hog Riders through the town hall takedown. And if we can get the heroes to go in and clean up bomb tower, that'd be fantastic as well. There's one heal spell for the attack, so every bomb tower that you can remove there is a known position where you're going to take a lot of damage to hogs if you try to pass them through there. But I like that this golem is tanking for the king and the queen at the same time here. It goes right between them. The king picks off the right side of the base there. He still has his ability. He'll pop it right there, and he'll push his way into that tower takedown. And does he need more than that? It doesn't look like it. The king's got it completely under control. The queen is continuing up towards the left side. Scatter shot and the defensive world champion. And I don't think she's able to all the way in there. The bomb tower will be higher value than the scatter shot. Obviously, that can do a lot more damage to the bomb tower could. And he got a double giant bomb there. The queen does circle the inside of the base there. He puts in a headhunter block to the defensive world champion. And I think that's going to get targeted, so that is a little bit of a waste. So that's a bit of an issue here for Synthé. This queen can still get the value that she's looking for there, but she does step in the scatter shot now. Unicorn is top rocker with the hog surging across the top of the base there. The queen is able to take the scatter shot down, but she will be tagged out by the defensive world champion, but not before taking a couple strikes to her and softening her up. The other defensive world on the other side of the base there was that queen, and he was able to get some headhunters in there, and he was able to take her down. Now the hogs go across the core of the base there. Champion goes all the way out to the left side there. He drops in, looks like a miner and a couple of wizards to go in and support on that edge of the base there. The hogs still work on the right side. Ends up popping up RC ability, and look at that, the RC ability, and it goes all the way across the base and hits the scatter shot, and everybody swings back for it, and there we go. Synthé gets it done. That felt chaotic towards the end there. I wasn't sure he was going to get that, but he does in the end, and they matched the triple place in the World Championship last year. End up at the top of these tournaments over and over and over. And what's so amazing about it is they're completely open setups. Literally anybody in the world who clicked the link to sign up for the tournament in the Et-Xsports tab in game could have come out here and competed, and many really amazing teams came out here and gave it a shot. And there are a couple underdogs in the competition, but at the end of the day, these teams continuously end up on top, and they play flawless all the way through this tournament, and it's absolutely incredible to watch it. But Baku is starting off with our open tackle board here and dive this queen in to take out the defensive queen. And it looks like he might go all the way to the scatter shot here. If he takes the scatter shot and doesn't have to use another rage, then he can recoil her out of there, and he can go from the other half of the funnel for the Super Dragons, which I assume, if he goes off of what we have seen with this attack style in the past, then he would want to form the other side of the funnel and shoot the Super Dragons right through the town hall. Look at that, barely enough to get that queen through without having to invest additional spells. And now that funnel on the top side is very well set. The only deployed 4 healers initially, because you can only recall out the queen with the unicorn and 4 healers, but now it deploys the 5th healer for the range to protect their defense, and now they're set, and they can work in parallel and move through at, I hope, an even pace. You can arrive at
Everything you know is in your mind.
And you can hopefully get the Super Dragons to push all the way to 4 and get the CC down, or a couple of headhunters, a handful of archers. The queen will pop her ability and get the defensive headhunters down, and he will try to go in all the way to the core of Super Dragon, because if he gets there and he destroys the CC building, then the troops that are still inside of it will no longer be able to be deployed. Looks like a Super Dragon locks onto it now, but is going to take the CC down with it, and now he has an extra poison that he doesn't need anymore. Didn't need it on that initial punch there, and he just used a queen ability to get through his headhunters. He could have, I guess, used the poison or maybe a freeze, but I guess if he has the poison, then he can use it on any ground scales for the back of the base, and this isn't looking half bad. The Super Dragons will clear out the entire core, but there still is a monolith on the backside, so it's
Are you all my personal?
The champion moves in with the king. I like that the Super Dragon also the Expo, but does not have enough life to get it down to the grass goes on top there, playing the champion, delaying her getting in, and turn down that Expo and get it down off the king. The king will pop his ability for his skeleton taking steps away, and it does start to distract the double counter. So now the world champion, with the team providing some protection, is going to step through. There's the poison, locking down the rest of the grass goes above the area. There's the stun with the diggy. He's got 15 seconds. If he's to move fast, pops RC ability, clears the Teslas, and steps his way through. Only a few seconds left there, but Gaku will get it done with 3 seconds to spare and open up with a triple for Navi. There raises 4 invisibilities. That was going really heavy on the freezes. So he bring in 1 haste for the entire attack. But it looks like he's using the Warden ability to protect the balloon and a handful of balloons. Also, protecting Hazardous to open after defensive crane. And right on top of the balloons. It's got to be super minions this time, right? Yeah. He's letting land top of the bomb tower. So rather than go with super wizards like we would typically see, he decides to go with the super minions and will secure the top of takedown. And he wants to go after the multi there as well. So that's a high value target, especially if you're already using the ability. And you can ensure that you also have the CC pulled and dealt with there. And with only archers coming in, turn actually towards the back. There were some ground troops that ran to it. Obviously, because
Are you all my personal dreams? Everything you know is in your mind.
Like he's managing it very, very well right now. As well. And close out here, so going to be a pressure on his cleanup as well. Also, we have a couple of ways to stay with the main partner, so it's all working together here, and
Are you all my personal dreams?
capable of, and they have not. Liam can keep the triples rolling here. Is also doing a warden protective, but this one looks like it's a spell composition for super archers instead. So he's got 5 invisibilities and a double cloak. Sometimes we like to go in with 1 cloak and more invisibilities, and then maybe an extra rage to refresh it, but you notice that he drops it in, and then he waits for the space crews to move out of the way, and usually it's wall breakers. Because wall breakers, if it's 5 closest wall, then you die, and then you can go safely, and you can just put it in the area, and then you put your turret. There are some rocket cloaks above those supporters. If they crash down on top of where he started, and that obviously could be a big problem. He does end up getting a lot of high value targets. They missed the highest value target offer.
Are you all my personal dreams?
won, but he has had a couple of hiccups, but he's also had some very, very impressive attacks as well. I gotta remind you guys that if Navi ends up winning the Russian clans at finals and makes it to Brazil, and then make it to grand finals and then they win, then it would actually be the runner-up that ends up taking the gold ticket since Navi's already qualified for the Russian Championship. So they're just playing for the prize pool, but they also have a chance to knock out some of their biggest competition and prevent them from getting to the World Championship in esports. However, their biggest competition is right there in front of them, and with only a couple teams left in the competition, they
Are you all my personal dreams? Everything you know is in your mind.
The king goes in with a scaled spell like normal, and the hogs will surge in, trying to control the base there. The Rich Tower is activating his own rage down there, and more than balls on the Rich can one-shot those defenses as he attempts them to improve the hand those defenses out. And now, his freezes on the backside, but he doesn't freeze up the multi-inferno.
Are you all my personal dreams? This attack is so strong in the meta, have been built to try to stop this specifically. But we want to try to push a Flame Cleaver towards the Town Hall. When we do this attack here, we need the Flame Cleaver to be what secures the Town Hall takedown so we can have our Electric Titans move across the top of the base. But to make this attack work, we need to make sure that we have full access to everything that we need to get to on the backside of the base. So the Titans will need a lot of wall breakers to get initially, and then a jump spell to cross the last couple defenses at the very end of the pathing. We will connect the Warden Walk into the hole of his current by lightning, and also the lightning, the earthquake, was able to activate the Town Hall so that it can be recognized as a defense, so that the Flame Cleaver can actually lock on and take it down. There's always some risk in this, but the Flame Cleaver is a cooperate or it has. Are you all my personal dreams? Everything you know is in your mind.
And she has taken the healers with him, and Kingsman might be in trouble with this one. Pop the Queen ability to get through the defensive king, or does he have it under control? Looks like he can hold on to it, and he's gonna need that Queen ability. He doesn't have a chance to recover this because the bottom is only the Queen ability. That's a big problem.
Are you all my personal dreams?
Very interesting pattern triple here, and it's only leaving a very small amount up, so he'll step in the last couple of defenses here, but it'll end at a 92% still. There is to maintain the lead here for Navi. Only 8 buildings and a star up, so still a very, very slim margin between the teams. Still, Navi holds advantage, and he misses at a 91% or lower. And Titans responds to the triple, then he would see a swing of this horse still, so Zuma's job will be to prevent that from happening, or prevent it from even being possible by getting a triple here. Looks like he'll put that thing from the side of the queen. A couple of sneak jobs to go into the storage. Not that he necessarily needs that storage, but he does run into Teslas that would be in front now. And giant bombs in the air as well, and finding that castle.
Are you all my personal dreams?
Saving the healers with Coco Loons. Good job right there. Still pushing another Coco Loon ahead of the Queen as she makes her way towards the Town Hall, but the Sweeper has knocked her healers all the way off to the right side. They are completely safe now, and they will continue to stay safe as he makes his way forward into the multi. He's got a wall break from here, but he doesn't necessarily need the wall break to get the Queen access to where she needs to go into these multi. So, really high value.
Are you all my personal dreams?
Still standing though, needs to get her down. He's got distraction. He's got her down. Kazuma gets another triple, and Navi are going for the perfect war. They have 4. A very high pressure moment for Navi. Looks like he'll start in with a couple of lightning, 5 in a quake to take out the first of the Infernos, along with the Rage Tower there. So with 5 more lightning and a quake, he can take out the other one as well on the opposite side base there, but we'll see what he can do here as he drops in the board blink. And also Headhunters and a bunch of blues to go after the scatter shot, put on the left side compartment, and obviously he wants to secure the Town Hall. He's got Sticky Goblins inside that book there. He also gets to see some pull out of it. Warning goes all the way up forward there, and he secures that Town Hall takedown without any difficulty and clears out that entire quadrant of the base. That leaves him.
Are you all my personal dreams? Swing the attack, and in this case, swing the war. Baltimore champion opposed to the right side of the base there. He was able to get the defensive queen out of the way there, and then Golem leads the charge. Because they don't have any way to get access into this function. But they were taking the scatter shot, and it appears the blues in that area. I thought they were coming from the side there, but they are as well. They just completely surround the base there. He's got an arsenal. Are you all my
He's got a
personal
queen ability. drops in a Yeti and a Wizard next to the Flameflinger to go take out some of these perimeter defenses, and that way he can push the Flameflinger into an area that he just zapped out an Expo for. And so now the Flameflinger is going to approach in the base there at a very unexpected angle that I doubt any defender could have planned for. And we'll go after the Scatter Shot and the Molten Inferno. Really like what he just did there. It was clever. And it will also probably get some damage on the defensive Queen because Test 4 tests in the area. The Baby Dragon goes all the way forward there and pulls a Tesla out. He didn't test her, but he ends up finding one anyways. And like, he should send in some kind of an additional tester up there to make sure there's nothing else hiding there. We'll see one Tesla, and it's like cockroaches. You feel like there's going to be more. We'll see what happens. But he pushes his Queen towards the Town Hall. No drama with her entry.
Are you all my personal
That was her
friends?
last wave. She is a bit vulnerable, and the rest attacker will basically have to become one freeze and invisibility. Has some damage being dealt off of the border of the damage.
Everything you know is in your mind.
transferred the defensive CC over to the King, and if the Queen can just go directly to the Mars, which she does, then she doesn't get stuck on the lava house. But she needs to get the defensive Queen finished off over there. She's already weakened up there. She stood inside of the fire for the Flame Flame for quite a while, and so he should be able to win that fight there without any additional spell investment. On the top there, Bridge Tower was active and was going out to closer, but the multi-flow is not going to be rage. So he's still looking good here. Come on, it goes all the way out there. Diggy's still getting stunned. Diggy was stunned at the one stop. The damage Queen went through. He's got the wall with the Super Dragon. Chris on the back side, and he's laughing and clapping. That was good. Dragon! Lil put them within reach. For an upper bracket final match between Shroud Gaming and Navi. That is last year's world champion and the runner-up facing off. Decide who gets the lion's share of the $50,000 prize pool. But Shroud Gaming has so much more to play for because they are not already qualified for the world championship. So I guess we'll see what happens. But that'll be a very, very important welcome because if we do have a situation where Tribe Gaming wins that and then Navi is able to go down and win their round in the lower bracket, if we end up in a situation where any team is paired against Navi in a grand finals match, then the runner-up will get the golden ticket. So you don't necessarily need to win the whole competition to get it. You just need to have Navi as your opponent in the grand finals to get this. So we'll see what ultimately happens, but this is not the end of the road for the Titans. They will go down the lower bracket and they will continue to fight for survival down there. You have to remember, in the last golden ticket competition, Navi did get knocked down in the lower bracket in a very similar situation to what important prizes had happened to them. So if they can overcome the same way that Navi did, then they could ultimately come back and they can have another swing at whoever emerges at the end of the tournament. But in the meantime, Roland trying to push his way across here with Electric Dragons, and they
Are you all
saving
my
the close
personal
to
dreams?
potentially send out the backside of the base here, but he something to the Queen. She stays standing. He tries to potentially take that from those Doctor Hunters, so he's not a snag here. World Champion has the king ability. Still go through.
Everything you know is in your
I
mind.
always wonder when I look at the final attacks here, whether the flat of the final attack here would have been picked up to give his team a chance to potentially overturn the floor if we saw a miss out of bounds any of his teammates there in the final stages of the war. But we never saw that, so obviously that chance is out the window, and this one is looking like it's going to end up as a miss anyway. So in the end, Navi was going to take it either way, and Imperial Titans never really had a chance, but you never know if they were in a situation whether they could have played a little bit differently, whether they would have been a little more focused, because when you know the defeats